Yeah, just like the title states it, how lifestyle SMP has led to the downfall of other SMPs. And this is a very big problem to us, the Minecraft community. So I'll try to be very brief in detail and explain to you guys why lifestyle SMP is leading to the downfall of other SMPs. Now, the concept of lifestyle SMP typically refers to the variant of survival multiplayer servers in Minecraft, where players can regain health or resources by dealing damage to other players or entities. While this mechanic can add an interesting dynamic to gameplay, it has a potential to lead to the downfall of other SMPs, survival multiplayer servers, for those of you who didn't know, due to several reasons. Now, Lifesteal has been very popular, and let's go back to the day when this all began. July 2021, if I'm not mistaken, is the day Lifesteal SMP was released. Lifesteal SMP was started by JPEX and Mapic, and the idea was originally thought of by the owner Parrot. So now, these are the days when Lifestyle SMP just started. But Lifestyle SMP has grown and had 5 seasons so far, with each gaining more and more popularity and attracting more and more players. Now, what I'm trying to say is that this has led to the bringing out of original content. Look at this thumbnail. You've seen it before, right? You've practically seen this. You've seen this. You've seen this. You've seen. That's the point. You've seen everything. Everything is just a copy, revamp, and paste of something originally made. And these original ideas are usually made by Lifesteal SMP members. I've carried out my research, and here are some of the following reasons on why Lifesteal SMP is leading to the downfall of other SMPs. Unbalanced gameplay. Yeah, this is kind of a big point. Lifesteal mechanics can easily lead to unbalanced gameplay where players who have accumulated significant power or resources can dominate other players without much challenge. This can discourage new or casual players from joining or continuing to play on the server as they may feel overwhelmed or unable to compete. Yeah, that's it. Look at other SMPs. They have very big people playing on it, but their gameplay is just way, way, way too overpowered. Somebody can basically just gain immorality and become unstoppable. This is leading to players getting uninterested or lacking just what to do on the server. If you're not the strongest, it could be very heartbreaking for you. Toxicity and conflict. The nature of lifestyle mechanics encourages conflict and PvP interactions. While some players enjoy competitive gameplays, others may find constant PvP encounters disruptive or frustrating. This can lead to toxic behavior such as griefing, harassment, or alliances formed solely for the purpose of dominating others. I mean, you guys have probably seen this. I mean, if you've watched Lifesteal SMP before, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Players just teaming up to dominate others. This is exactly why Lifestyle SMP is leading to the downfall of other SMPs. What I'm trying to say is that people are trying to replicate Lifestyle's original ideas. And well, I guess Lifestyle just can't be replicated. The third point is economic instability. In Lifestyle SMP, resources are often tied to player interactions, such as stealing items upon defeating another player. This can disrupt the server's economy, making it difficult for players to trade or acquire necessary resources for progression. Economic instability can lead to the frustration and devastating among players, ultimately contributing to the downfall of the server. This basically means that other people in this SMP will have to end up buying and getting resources but through hard ways by killing players. And this economy could really have bad effects on the server. But in Lifesteal, this is seen since Lifesteal plugin is rare and very unique. This actually won't have a big problem, but it will influence other servers. Other servers, which are like quite scripted, will try to replicate this but just won't come out as well as Lifesteal did. Loss of community. Lifesteal mechanics can shift the focus of gameplay away from cooperation and community buildings as players become more focused on individual power and survival. This can lead to a fragmented player base with fewer opportunities for collaborative projects or events that strengthen the sense of community within the server. Without a strong community, SMPs may struggle to retain players and maintain activity over time. This basically means that people on this SMP are not basically in war but are actually bonded together because people have way better time to spend with each other. And basically, this point is quite self explanatory. My last point is server health management. Managing a lifestyle SMP can be challenging for server administrators, as they must balance the need for engaging gameplay mechanics with the risk of creating an environment that is hostile and unwelcoming to certain players. Additionally, addressing issues such as balancing the rule enforcement and player disputes require active moderation and intervention to ensure that overall health and longevity of the server. Meaning, people who play on this server actually need to have a very wide player base and making sure that others don't cheat, copy, or do anything in harm that will harm the SMP. And if you sum this all up together, basically in a summary, what I'm trying to say is that while Lifesteal SMP can offer a unique and dynamic gameplay experience for Minecraft players, they also present several challenges that can contribute to the downfall of other SMPs. Look at the Infuse SMP, Levels SMP, Bliss SMP. All these have very unique plugins, but I am telling you, 1 out of 10% that all these ideas of these SMPs came from Lifesteal. When people saw how Lifesteal was brought to life, people went ahead and said, yeah, I can make an SMP too. So people went ahead and started just making an SMP in this term, which led to the downfall of all the other SMPs. Other SMPs would try to thrive, but people would just be more addicted to the Lifesteal SMP because they have a wider community. And that's how Lifesteal SMP came up with the idea of Lifesteal Network. Basically, it's a big SMP where all of you can play on actually. The IP address is lifestealsmp.net, I think. I'm not so sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But yeah, that's it. You can go ahead, play there, and by this, they're actually earning money because they will be on top. Lifestyle SMP just started, but it may have chance to like overtake Hoplite. Hoplite is a very good server, I'm not gonna lie. Very enjoyable, big community and a big fan base. Although I just got banned off their Discord. So yeah. But what I'm still trying to say here is that from unbalanced gameplay to toxicity to economic stability and loss of community, the implementation of lifestyle mechanics requires careful consideration and management to create a sustainable and enjoyable server environment. That's why you don't see them hosting lifestyle SMP applications. They just choose people who they already know. And that's the mistake all other SMPs are making. Applications, you're choosing people based on what you're seeing, and you may not know actually their emotional state right now. That's why SMP content is failing to grow. This is why we need to revolutionize SMP content. With all that, allow me to say thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, drop a like. I really want to hit, I don't know, like 10K by the end of the year. And join my private Discord if there's anything you want to tell me or anything else you'd like me to talk about. Thank you. Peace out, Marksland.